Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of My IT University, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited to be here today as usual. I thank you all for being here. From everywhere you're joining us from, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. I hope your week has been going on good. I hope your day has been going on good so far. So thank you so much for joining me on this show today. It's your Break Into Tech show. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi. And most of you know me by now. I've been in tech for 3 decades, and I'm a multi-award-winning tech CEO of My IT University and Top Group Technologies. We're an IT company, and we're located in Lago, Maryland, where we have our campus. I want to meet you and know exactly where you are joining me from. This is a live show. Happy Wednesday, LLILGA. Let me know where you are joining me from. I want to welcome you properly. And there's going to be this wonderful discussion today. You can be anywhere else, but you have chosen to be here with me. So I'm really so grateful for that. Everything we do is revolving around breaking into tech. How you can get a lucrative tech job, keep the job, and also grow on the job. That's what we're committed towards, and making sure that the mistakes we've made when we were in tech or when we are trying to break into tech, you don't make the same mistake. The reason why you see me coming back here every week is because when we were trying to break into tech, there was nobody to be our mentor. Nobody. So I always want to help to give back. It's Amy. Hi, Amy from Chicago, but you're right now in Mexico. Wow. You think take me along for your vacation? And Lucy from Maryland. Thank you, Lucy, for being here. I'm really grateful for you guys showing up and joining us. Come on, let's move on. Let's get a great tech job and keep the job. So that's my mission. Every single time you see me coming here on this show. On every other platform, we have always been mentoring, supporting people. You see me on Clubhouse every 3 times a week. I'm on here right now, also on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and also on YouTube. Trying to give back and to empower our community. That is not okay. Not on vacation. You can have this state. Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. It's good that you're having fun. Beautiful. So that's what it is. So feel free to share this with others on your social network. Share with others. We're going to continue our discussion about our discussion last week. We started this discussion about job search strategies, the do's and the don'ts during layoff and unemployment. Last week we discussed about the do's. What are the things that you need to do to enhance your job search strategy? Today, we are going to look at what you don't do. So the don't do's. What we're going to look at today. We know that there are so many layoffs everywhere, but there are so many jobs everywhere as well. The jobs that we have is more than the layoff. There's so many jobs. Tech is not going anywhere. Tech is here to stay, and there's so many jobs out there, but you need to be doing some things right to get the job. You want to make sure that you're not making those mistakes. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So share it with others. If you are just joining us, let me meet you, say hi, and I'll be able to address you and greet you properly. Thank you all. Let's share this with others. So it's very, very important that we know We don't have to be frustrated. There are so many jobs out there. Don't worry yourself. You get your own job. So the first thing you have to remember is that there's a job for everybody. So if you're trying to break into tech, you need guidance, you need support, you need mentorship, you need coaching, you need assistance. Reach out to me. I want to make sure that you step out on the right foot. You step out properly. So that's why I always tell people it's free. Reach out to me on my myituniversity.com. There are some tech roles that is waiting for you. And based on your transferable skills that you already have, when I speak with you and discuss with you about your background and what you are looking to do in the future, it helps me to know exactly what area you should go. Because I've been in all the area of tech and I know exactly what the best fit for people when I speak with them. So that's why I always like people to schedule a call with me and we discuss and see exactly how to go about it. Let me know where you're joining me from so I can welcome you properly. Have your notepad and pen ready as we start our discussion. The first don't is don't expect to get a job overnight. This is a process. Breaking into tech is a process. For example, if you are going on a journey, you're going from point A to point B. That's what breaking into tech is a journey. You're moving from point A to point B. Point A is your starting point, and point B is your destination. You have to. It's either you are going to drive or you are going to take a Uber or Lyft or whatever. But something is going to take you from A to B. You can't fly. Okay, you don't have a wing to fly. But if you're gonna, if let's say even if you're gonna fly, you will have to trust the process. It's not automatic. You can't be in your house now, want to be in point B, and then you just want to appear in point B. It does not work like that. It's a process. So you have to trust the process of either driving in there properly, getting there, or taking the Uber and trusting the Uber driver to take you there, or you walk from point A to point B, but you just have to move. So the same thing with tech. When you move from tech to get a new job in tech from point A to point B, you have to move. You have to trust the process of starting and getting the job. So I'm going to walk you through that. I thank all the people that are just joining me. I see, wow, Ambassador. Thank you, sir. Professor Temi, I'm Ambassador Antoine. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, so much for always being here, Your Excellency. I appreciate you, Ambassador Dennis Antoine. Thank you from United Nations. Thank you for joining. Thank you, sir, for always supporting us. And we have LinkedIn user. Hello, all. I don't know. LinkedIn user tech is for us all. Many thanks, Professor Temi, for setting us for Sussex. Yes. I thank you, the LinkedIn user. I don't know who that is. It doesn't show your name. So I appreciate it. Thank you so very much for being here. So it's not overnight. Trust the process is going to take you from point A to point B. Okay? So the first thing you have to do when you're trying to break into tech, like I already said before, right? You have to look at your transferable skills. What are the skills that I have? Is it communication, collaboration, problem solving, time management, and all of those just simple soft skills, people skills? Those skills you're going to leverage into tech. With those skills, you're going to build in also your hard skills. Your hard skills are a skill like you know how to use Zoom, you know how to use a computer, you know how to type, you know how to use, just basic computer usage. That is the hard skill that you need to mix with your soft skill to break into the non-technical side of tech, like non-coding types, like the cybersecurity, the Scrum Master, project management, things like that. You don't need to be that technical to get great jobs in those areas. And those are the areas I always try to, project and encourage you to get started with. Okay. So once you have those skills, you can now look for training program, coaching program, not only training, coaching that they can actually show you how things are done. There's no tech jobs now that you're going to try to get into that you don't use tools. So when I say tools, I mean software tools, software. So you need to know. So any course that you are doing that just showing you stuff and it's not hands-on, you are wasting time. Be in the right proper way, whereby you can use tools to understand what you need to do day to day, so that by the time you finish, you can actually um, start interviewing. And that's another thing that we do. We help you, prep you, mentor you with interview skills. With interview, help you to get interviewed. We do what we call mentoring. We do constant, continuous mentoring. So even after you graduate, we still mentor you. So you need all of those things to be able to start searching for a job. So you need to build your foundation. You need to build those skills that they are looking for. Yes, there are tech jobs out there, but you need the right skills to get the right tech jobs. Because if you have a great LinkedIn profile, a great resume, and they look beautiful, but they don't have the keywords for the skills that you are seeking, they're not gonna call you. The resume is just gonna be fanciful and beautiful, but it's just piece of on irrelevant skills. So you must have relevant skills for the role. So that's the foundation. So once you have done all of that, and now you are looking for a job, you are searching for a job, these are the strategy that I'm mentioning that you don't do. These are the things that you don't add on to your slate. Last week we did the things you should do. Today I'm doing the things that you should not do. Okay, so if you have not watched the do's, go to last week, this time last week, and watch it. Today we are doing don't. Don't expect a job overnight. Okay, start searching for a job today. I put your resume out. We do your resume, you do your LinkedIn profile. We prep you and you put them out. The jobs may not fall on your lap right now, today, right? I'm speaking. Because it's a process, right? Because you're moving from your old job, point A, to point B, the new job. So it's going to take time. Don't expect overnight job delivery. It does not work like that. You get better as you go. You might start job interview right now. You might get a job right now. Granted, some people do. But some people, it might not be the same. So that means you have to have your own goal set. You have to manage your expectation. And you have to know that the job may not fall on your lap right now. But you continue to move forward in the process, step by step, day by day. And you don't allow anything to frustrate you. You don't allow anything to stop you. You don't allow anything to limit you. You just keep going step by step as if you are going on a journey. Remember every single day that it's a journey. It's step by step. I take a step at a time to move to my destination. So that's exactly what you will expect. When you manage your expectation mentally, then you will be able to put through the process. Okay? So that's the first thing. Always remember. Don't expect the job to get the job just overnight. It might take some time, not like months, but it might take some weeks. And it depends on how you improve as you are searching. Like right now, let's say somebody interviewed you and you didn't do well. You must note those things that you did not do well. You must note those questions that you did not answer properly. You can't just let it go. You will know that you answer some questions incorrectly. Note those questions down. Go back and research them so that next time when you come back, those are the questions you will first of all be very conversant with. And one thing I want you to know is that most of the time, this question and answer for interviews are almost the same. Once you have a set of interviews. When you go for the next ones, you will see that you get better because they're asking you the similar questions. So just get started the same way you are starting to break in and keep at it. And don't expect it overnight. If you fall on your lap, great. If it doesn't, then keep going. That's the first thing you must remember. Another thing you also have to remember is don't rely solely on only one method of job hunting, job search, only one method. Maybe you only just put your resumes on Indeed, or you only just put your resume on Dice, or you only just do LinkedIn. No, do many, because at times the jobs that are actually recruiters are recruiting for, they may not even put them out. They may just have it them in-house. So that's why I always tell people network with recruiters. Use your LinkedIn. LinkedIn must be optimized. Resume must also be optimized. So what we do with Mighty University, we optimize your resume, we set your resume up, and then we optimize it on your LinkedIn profile. So both resume and LinkedIn must match. And guess what? You go onto the job on LinkedIn, and start searching for those jobs. You search on job based on industries. You search on job based on what you want. Use your keywords to search for jobs. For example, cybersecurity analyst. When you search for job as cybersecurity analyst, you will notice that when they say a cybersecurity analyst is a generic word. It can mean many things. There are so many domains of cybersecurity. They call them analysts, but you use your keywords to search for those jobs so that the right jobs you are looking for will come. Like, for example, you can use NIST to search for job. NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technologies. You can use SSP if you are doing SSP. You put it in there. Poem, SAR. You use those keywords to search for job. If you are looking for job based on Nessus like a tool, SIM, Splunk, you put those keywords there, it brings them out. So you kind of have to, I will always teach my students on their last day of class, we teach them how to search for job. And when we start their mentoring, the interview preps, we always teach them also how to continue search for job and get better. So don't only use one method. There are many methods of job search. Okay, remember that also. That's another don't. Okay, so Ambassador Antoine said um, that introduction of fintech require breaking into. Yes, yes, Ambassador, it does. And a LinkedIn user said Amy. Okay, that's Amy Scott. And Ellen of Troll, thank you so much. He said, hello, Professor Temi and everyone. I thank you all for being here, Ellen. Thank you so very much. Please share with others. Let me know where you are joining from so I can greet you properly. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time. You are all welcome. Thanks for joining. And I'm typing it right here. So welcome you all. It's an interactive show, so I need to see if you are following me, if you are getting this, if you have any question, feel free to ask, feel free to chime in, and let's see. Let's make this happen. Let's make this fun. Let's go. Let's continue our discussion. Thank you so much. I hope you are learning one or two things from here. And I hope you are getting encouraged in case you are trying to give up. It's easy to give up sometimes if you don't set your mind and focus. Like, I know that I need this job and I know my big why. My why is because of blah, blah, blah. If you can set all those things before you and visualize them, that will really guide you as you continue, because you will know, well, it might take me some time, but hey, I'm not gonna be discouraged. So the next don't get discouraged. If you are being fired right now, or you are laid off, or your company downsized, don't be discouraged. You don't want to kill your morale before you start looking for a job. You don't want to be in a dejected, rejected, discouraged, mode by the time you are looking for a job. You don't want to be in a depressed mode, discouraged, dejected, depressed. You don't want any of those D's. So don't be discouraged. Be encouraged, because if you don't lose a job, you cannot get another job. Are you following me? If you don't lose a job, you cannot get another job. So since you have lost the job, don't be discouraged. Just know that the better is yet to come. Look out for ways to get a better job. There are better offers for you. And you know that you're going to leverage your previous skill from your old job to get a new job. If you don't leave your old job, you may not get a better job. So since they fired you, that's okay. Since they lay you off, that's okay. Okay, you try your best. You didn't make that happen. You didn't ask them to fire you. You didn't ask them to downsize you. Just make sure that you don't burn your bridge. Don't fight anybody. Don't do anything. Just because you might see it there for reference, just start looking for another job. Don't say nothing. Make sure you get or your severance pay or whatever you need to get. Make sure you get it. Yes. Bis Colombo. Hi, good day, Prof. Hi, everyone. Hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. That's wonderful. Thank you for joining us. So don't get discouraged if you get fired, if you lost the job. Let's keep going. There's no need to worry, okay? Because your job will come. But one thing I want you to know is that if you are still on the job and they told you, oh, by the way, this job, everybody, we have to let everybody go by end of the month. don't quit that job. Don't quit it. Don't say, I'm going to just leave. They're going to let us go anyway. Why would they do that to us? I'm going to leave them. I've been with them for, don't take it personal. It's a job at least at the end of the day. It's a job. Don't quit yourself. Keep looking for another job while you are still there. Don't ever quit. Please. Don't get frustrated and leave. Some people get frustrated and just leave their job and quit. Don't do that. Stay and keep prepping yourself for later. Keep prepping yourself for this later. I see Eric joining us. Thank you, Eric from Maryland. Thank you so much. Bukong Eric, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time today. So don't quit your job. Keep at it while you are looking for a better one. Okay? And also the next don't send out your any resume that nobody has proofread. If nobody has proofread it, nobody has checked it, just wrote your resume, you just send it out. No, 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 no. You must make sure somebody proofread your resume because there will be errors. Imagine you yourself being a recruiter and then you just open the resume and you saw these typos and stuff. Are you going to hire the person? I don't think so. Especially when you have to deal with well, Amazon said, unless the job means more than, yeah. He said that unless the job means more than the money, it will seldom return more, yeah, than the money. Exactly, exactly, Ambassador. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, because you are welcome. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, so don't quit the job. Please stay on it. Stay on the job. Make sure you stay on it. Don't leave the job because you know you might even need reference and they say, oh, she quit the job. Who is going to be happy to hire somebody that quit their job? Nobody is going to be happy with that, right? Right. And make sure that somebody has proofread the resume. And that's what I do for our student. I check the resume. I actually create the resumes myself based on their previous roles and what they have been doing. I create resumes for them, help them, prep them towards their job search based on their resumes. They've done hands-on in with us, with our company. Because they do things hands-on, they have projects and so on and so forth. So we guide them towards that. Right. So we proofread the resumes for them before it's sent out. Right. And if you don't know what resume should look like, look on my YouTube channel for resume, smart resume, how to write smart resume. Just search for Prof. Temi or search for at my IT university. You will see all of those resumes and how to set up your LinkedIn profile as well. I have the videos on YouTube. Go on there and watch them. Okay. The step by step is there. So your resume, your LinkedIn should be set up, optimized, and proofread before you start, connecting. And like I always say, when you connect with companies, with recruiters, don't just go and apply for job. Connect with those recruiters on LinkedIn and talk to them, connect with them. Let them see you. You go to them and ask them, do they have openings for cybersecurity analysts? Do you have openings for Scrum Masters? Do you have opening for cloud solution architect? Ask those questions. And you will see they will tell you, yes, I have opening. Oh, I don't have opening. I have a friend that has opening. Things like that. Connect with them. Use the power of LinkedIn to connect. Okay? And don't wait for a company to make an offer after job interviews. Don't just do one interview and just wait. No. Keep moving. Keep moving forward. You've done the interview, yes. You've not had anything from them. Go and schedule another interview. Keep at it until, because it's better for you to have many offers and decide to go with one than for you to not have any offers or to just wait on one. And don't believe that when the recruiter might try to recruit you now, and the hiring manager, you have the questions, interviews, and everything is done properly, but they are interviewing many more people to start selecting. It might take time for them to get back to you. So don't be thinking, oh, I've not heard from them, and get worried and get upset. No need for that. Just wait. It's a process. It might take time. That's why you have to keep moving. Even though there are some that they will just right away grant you the job, send you the offer right away. right? But it's always worth it to keep moving and have so many interviews done and then wait and pick one out of them. Now for you to have only one done, right? I hope you are getting what I'm saying. I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you are following me. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And if you have any contribution towards our discussion, feel free to add that on so I can act, showcase your this, your thought about what I'm saying. Do you resonate with it? What do you think about what I'm saying so far? Is it making sense to us? Let's comment. Let me see our comments, right? Yes, so don't also reply, like I said, on passive job hunting method. So just posting resume online and waiting for a recruiter to reach out. You reach out to your recruiters. You speak with them, right? So that's very important. And also, don't compromise your significant like salary variation from what you can demand in the market. So I know you are moving from point A to point B, and most of the time when you are moving from one job to another, that is exactly when you can ask for some bigger salary. For example, maybe you are making 80K and you want to move to 120. You can in tech, but you cannot get an 80K. You can't get 40K bonus in your current role. You cannot. It does not matter if you are working for big guilds. It's only when you move from one job to another you can get that kind of raise, right? So you can get big salary increase when you move. So see your moving to a new role as an advantage. Okay, so there's so much, and also you have to do. I'm sure you will have done your research and notice how to what are the requirements. Okay, someone is asking question. Requirement to for that particular new role, you know how much your market worth is. You know how much your market value is. So since you know how much the market value is, you must be able to back in for salary. Don't just whatever comes your way. Oh yeah, you just take it like that because it's so much significant increase. No, you must know. For cybersecurity analysts, they make between 100K to 150K. So you know that you know how to bargain based on the role. And I always teach my students how to bargain. Okay. So, and if it's Scrum Master, they make similar too, right? So Eric is asking, why? Okay, let's see. Why is it difficult for Africans to have IT jobs nowadays, even though they perform well at their interviews? What do you mean by that? You mean the Africans that are in Africa or the ones that are here? I don't understand your question. When you say why is it difficult for Africans that are here or Africans that are in Africa, Eric, you need to give me more information about that question. It's not clear. Because if you are Africa, it doesn't matter where you are, if you have accent, once you know what you are doing, that's what I always tell people. It does not matter. If you are doing something, do it well. If you are like, for example, if you are you broke into tech, and then you don't have a lot of IT background. Okay. I see Brendan also saying yes. So Eric said, sorry, Prof. The ones in the US. See, Eric, one thing I'll tell you. If you are anything that you are doing in tech, you must do it well. And you must be proficient and also be efficient and sufficient. If I can use all of those in one statement for yourself. That means if you're broken, you don't have IT background before, you're broken now, and then you have your the job. Look around you. The company is offering um, free training bonus. Training resources for you to go for training, to be trained more, maybe to college or masters in cybersecurity. Let's say for example, cybersecurity. Don't sit on it. Don't see that you now have a job, you relax. You cannot relax. Continuous improvement, continuous learning, tooling and retooling. Like Professor Antoine will always say, tooling and retooling, ongoing self-evaluation is critical with the purpose. Yes, Professor Antoine will always say tooling and retooling. Yes, you have to get all your tools under your belt, right? So you need to go back to register for college. If you don't have a college degree, you got a job. You don't sit on it and just relax. You want to get better. So what do? Look, they have all these incentives, right? So make sure the incentive that you have, they have money for college. Get it and go for it. I like for me, I broke into tech way back when I was even still in Africa. I had my associate in computer science then. I broke in. I was working at a bank. When I came to this country, I continued with my bachelor's in computer science at UDC. Okay, Ambassador Dennis Sato is one of my mentors. At the college is one of our top directors there. Okay. So at UDC, I had my bachelor's in computer science. I got my first job. While I was at that, I started my master's. I noticed, even though I paid for my own bachelor's, but my master's, I know the company I was working for, they have funding for college. So I quickly registered for my master's in software engineering. They paid for it. Okay. Then when I continue, I noticed cybersecurity is becoming popular. I was still doing software engineering. I noticed that it's better to jump at this because I don't need the 2 years masters anymore. I only need 1 year because I've done a lot of those prerequisites on the software engineering. I jump at it. They pay for the masters too. But guess what people at my job are saying? Temi, why are you doing this? Temi, why do you need all these masters? Temi, I didn't answer them. I just smiled because I know where I'm going. I know I'm not going to sit on this. I know I need to be ready. So what am I saying? Look around you, be ready. You are having difficult for interviews because you are not prepped. It's because you are not ready. It's because something is missing. Schedule a call with me. I will help you to say exactly what is missing. And it's not enough for you to be trained in certain area of tech. If you are not really proficient enough in that area, you need to study more, get better, have a mentor that can guide you, show you what to do, how to add on to what you have. And if you are already working in an industry, see if there's any incentive for training. Go for training. Always train yourself. If you are, you maybe you've even done more masters before in something that is not relevant, maybe healthcare, and you are in cybersecurity. You can go for master in cybersecurity. It doesn't cost you anything if the company is going to pay for it. So don't just sit at it, okay? And Mr. Donatwa says self-discovery. Yes, sir. Self-discovery. So it's very, very important that you know that. And this is for everybody. And I hope you guys are learning and, from this. It's very important. So, and another thing I also want to add on is that you should don't try to make upward leap into the job scope. Okay, so it's going to be gradually. If you get a big jump, fine. If you don't get a big jump, just try to move gradually. Okay, make sure you are qualifying for the role. That's what I always tell people. If you're trying to break into cybersecurity, you're welcome. Eric said thank you. So you're welcome. So if you are trying to break into cybersecurity, that's what I tell people, or Scrum or any role in tech. You have to know it's going to be a gradual process as you get better. You have to always get better at it. What are the new things that are coming out? Now, if you're in cybersecurity, I tell my student, you broke in, you are broke into non-coding side of tech, which is the compliance side. But then you don't have any IT background. You've done security plus, you've done security plus, you've done the GRC classes, but then you should add the tools classes. You should add the tools, cybersecurity analyst lab. Know all the different tools that cybersecurity analysts will use. Okay, even though you are not using it directly, you need to know it so that if you want to advance in your career, you have all those things under your belt. So you can speak effectively and professionally to any cybersecurity analyst or anyone in the industry that you're going to communicate with. So that's why I always prepare my student that way. And if you're into Scrum, you broke into Scrum, don't sit at just having the Scrum Master. No. What else can you have? You can decide to have the product owner training. You can look into software tester QA, business analysis. All those areas will help you. Security plus. You can have all of those things. It will just enhance your career as you break in. It gets better. Don't sit at it. Don't let don't let your learning become obsolete or stale. Get better. Follow us on Clubhouse. We meet on Clubhouse every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Come and learn. Those resources that I share on Clubhouse, those they are from my 30 years experience in tech. You cannot buy that anywhere. You cannot see that on YouTube, on Facebook. These are depth of discussion. Okay, like today now we're gonna meet today. Come on there and learn. You learn a lot. You start building your knowledge from those conversations. And you also get to meet people in the industry. Follow this kind of program so we can discuss. Follow us on YouTube. There's so many things we have on YouTube, videos and videos of that we have discussions. That's how you will learn and get better every single time. Yeah, yeah. So Ambassador Antoine said, yeah, there must be goals and desire as motivation. Yes, yes, goals and desire will motivate you to get better. And Amy said, exactly, better to have more than what you need than less. Yes, you have more than what you need than less. Exactly. I'm team overkill, I guess. Yes. And Brenda saying, what will be the next step? Or for a GRC analyst? For a GRC analyst, that's why I said you need to do cybersecurity analyst lab, Brenda. There's a cybersecurity analyst lab class that is 8 weeks. So when you finish the GRC, security plus GRC, it's always good to add those ones on. It's for 8 weeks. And once you have those ones, that was really helpful because you look at like there are 30 labs in that class, in that program. And it's for 8 solid weeks. We have one coming up in January for people that are interested in the lab, for people that are in cybersecurity, and for people that are in Scrum and you've done the Scrum Master program. We have product owner program starting in January. We have the QA, BA, business analysis, software tester. So you know how the software works because you're going to be working with software engineers. Even though you are not testing, you are not doing the coding or scripting, but you can get closer to them. When you have that type of software engineering QA as a Scrum Master, that will really enhance your career. That will help you to understand the concept behind software engineering without actually coding. But that will help you to understand when you speak to engineers as your day-to-day, in your Scrum meetings. So it's always good to have those ones on, or also the product owner program. So those are advisable to add on for Scrum Master. The same with data analysis, you know, the Tableau Power BI addition. It's always good to add on to your data SQL, cloud as well, cloud architecting, because with cloud, you are not just doing, setting up infrastructure. You need to have to be, the intelligence to be able to have meetings and all of that. These people skills, because you're going to be doing a lot of presentations if you are doing cloud solution architect and stuff. So depending on the background, there are always additional courses, program you can add on to be better at what you're doing. So that's what I always tell people. If you have more questions, schedule a call with me. If you are trying to break into tech, let me guide you so that you can really make good crazy money in tech. You can really make good money. Don't just do these things alone. That's why they just give you whatever and you take whatever because you don't know better, right? So also don't limit your search onto job boards alone. You can Google it, Google for job. You can go on Google and just put the job. You see jobs coming that they even paste anywhere, but Google will find it. LinkedIn, Indeed, like I said, Monster, Craigslist. You will not imagine that you have jobs on Craigslist, right? So look out for jobs there. Okay. And also another don't is some jobs require you to relocate. That would be a total life changing. It will have a lifestyle change. So make sure that the compensation you are getting is equivalent to that. So you have to think about those things. Sometimes when you have to do a big job change, thank God for work from home now, right? But if you have to move to a new location, the kids have to move. If you are married, you have family, your kids, think about all those things. So make sure you work around them. The relocation might have a drastic change in your lifestyle. So think about those before you move, because that's why I said always try to um when you interview, have a lot of interview, a lot of offers, and so that you can compare offers. So you don't just jump and start moving all your family. Today they are here, tomorrow they are in Chicago, another day they are in California, because you are all over the place. Plan your job search strategy so that you have to pace things out and see how you move around. So it doesn't have a psychological effect on the family, on the children. Okay, I think somebody have a question. What certification can one get after Security Plus if you intend to work on a GRC analyst as a GRC analyst? Yes. So the thing is, if you try to break into GRC, I don't know, are you already in GRC, Eric? Let me see so I can answer that question for you. Security Plus certification first. Then for the GRC, you can do the CISM, you can do the CISA. Okay, those are good for you, GRC, or you can do CAP. But most of the time they require you to have 2 years experience. So sometimes you may have to wait. You may have to wait for 2 years to get those. But there's a new CC. There's a new certificate called CC with ISC squared. You can also take that one. It's the foundation, cybersecurity foundation. Foundational certification is new. It's actually free for now. You can go on ISC squared. Let me put it here. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. ISC squared is called the CC certificate. It's free now. So I'm putting it there. Go and look out for that. It's another one that you can add on. Okay. But for the GRs, you can do CISA, CISM, CAP. Let me put it there. CISM, CISA, CAP. Any of this is good to add on if you are maybe try to break into GRC. So that is that. And yes, ask more questions if you have. I'll answer them. I'll guide you into that. So another thing you also have to remember is that so you have to constantly watch the news, constantly listen to TV, but don't let all those negative news, you know, the harsh news of economic challenges, don't focus on them. Don't let them discourage you. They will all the negative news. That's what you'll be hearing there. Oh, there's a layoff in blah blah blah. There's a layoff in blah blah blah. And you'll be like, oh my god, what is this? Will I ever get a job? Blah blah. Don't focus on that. And I always tell people the retail companies are not making noise. They are not out here. Okay, they are not out here making noise. Those people that are making noise, the social media product companies, they are selling stuff. So that's why they are here. And don't worry about them. They don't pay nothing anyway. So focus more on big tech companies like Northrop Grumman, Agility, focus on Lockheed, Deloitte, Accenture, Bosselin, Boeing, BEA, and all of that. Those are big tech companies. You can even search online, search for top tech companies. You will see a lot of them. They don't lay people off like that. They have so much money. They focus on what they do. You work for those ones. Those are the types I work for. I don't have to worry about all these other ones. Okay. So Eric said, what about CYSA plus? That's the lab class I mentioned to you. If you're gonna do GRC, that doesn't have anything to do with GRC. That's more like SOC analyst. So that's the one you add on if you want more after GRC. just to know about tools and stuff, but it's not enough. If you want to break into SOC analyst, then that's good, but it's a good to add on to GRC. If you want to do GRC, then you know GRC is more of control. So I don't know if you have done training for GRC, Eric. Have you been trained for GRC, Eric? Let me know if you have been trained. And Aqua said, hi, Professor, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Aqua, for being here. And I see Matthew just coming in. Thank you, Matthew. Say thank you, Professor Temi, for all you do for us. I'm laying the foundation for my eventual move into cloud security. Excellent. Yeah, Matthew is one of the very smart and focused people that I mentoring. One of my mentees. She is actually located in Nigeria right now, but you never believe it. Every single time we meet on Clubhouse, Eric is always there from Nigeria. He will always be one of the men. He's actually becoming a mentor now because I pull him up. I see his effort and I pull him up to be on the platform every time. So I thank you, Eric, Matthew, for what you do, because you are putting yourself out there and you are changing life gradually. You may not know, but you are, because people are looking at you and say, if Matthew can do it, I can do it too. So keep at it, Matthew. Your testimony is very, very close. So thank you for always being consistent and always there. Yeah, so Eric said thank you. And Ambassador Aswan said, I have an upward mobility plan once you get in. Yes, sir. Have an upward mobility plan once you get in. Once you get in, you keep moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't let anything stop you. So that's what it is. So these are the don'ts that you don't do. There's so many negativity out there. There's so many negativity out there, but don't let that stop you. There are so many jobs, okay? So many jobs in tech. Look at it. Imagine cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, there are 6 domains. You can work as cybersecurity analyst doing more of analytical stuff, analyzing, control, compliance. You can be doing SOC analyst, red team, blue team, defense, attack, penetration testing. See, all those things you can do in cybersecurity. So these are different domains. Scrum Master, project management, agile project management. See, you can be that. You can be an agile technical project manager, right? You can be a product owner, business analysis. You can be a business analyst, data analyst. Okay, you can be a cloud architect, DevOps. Okay, you can be a product, software tester, QA analyst. So many area of tech you can break into. So all this area of tech, they are looking for people. There are jobs they are looking for. And I always say, once you have your soft skills, you are good with communication, collaboration, analytical mindset, you know how to solve problems, attention to details, you're able to adapt to situation, you are a lifetime learner. It's very important. Once you have these skills, if you want to break into tech and you are not a lifetime learner, you don't learn, you don't know how you don't like to study, you can't do tech. Because even though you don't have to study every day, but you still have to always love to read, love to research, love to be proactive, be self-motivated, then you can do well. But if you don't have those skills, that's a problem. So you have to build those skills, okay? And also hard skill, basic hard skill like Microsoft Office Suite, Office 365, you know how to type, you know how to use Zoom, Jira, SharePoint, you know how to use the internet. You pretty much can get started, because most of these things are just process, paperwork, business side of cybersecurity, right? So those are very important. So no need to worry. We teach you, we coach you, we mentor you. Schedule a call, share with others. Okay, they can break in into text. Connect with me on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, this is my LinkedIn profile. Okay, connect with me on LinkedIn. You can also send me an email, support@myituniversity.com. And I also encourage you to follow on me on all the social media platform. Okay, right here on LinkedIn, we are my IT University. Follow me on Clubhouse. Look for my IT University. Clubhouse is a app that we social app that we use to meet and discuss. You download it on your phone. You can only connect with phone. Download it on your phone. When you get in there, look for my IT University house, my IT University Connect. We meet every day, every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can learn a lot of discussion around tech. You can also find me on YouTube. Look for art on YouTube. Look for art, my IT University, or look for Prof Temi. You'll see all of our resources there. We're also on Facebook. We're also on Twitter, okay, and we're also on LinkedIn, and we're also on Instagram. Look for me. You'll find me there, okay. And so I really thank you all for being here. So, like I said, we also always do what coach you, mentor you. You can network under our platform, and you can be in the community support program. We support you literally, help you to get the tech job and continue to grow on the tech job. So that's very, very important. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ambassador. You said data scientist most important. Yeah, data science is also very, very important. Very, very, very important. So we teach all of this and we help you break in. So I thank you all for being here. So I will really, really encourage you today. Don't give up on yourself. Even though you are trying, you may not get it at one time because you are new to it. That's why. Schedule a call with me. Let me help you, put you in programs, guide you, nurture you, and help you from there. I don't throw my students out. I keep them for a lifetime. I continue to help them. There's a lady that was speaking to this morning. She just joined my program yesterday. She got a job, but she's struggling. What did I do this morning? I connected with two of my engineers, and they are meeting her to help her. That's what I do, help people. That's what I'm called to do. So don't hesitate, don't delay, don't struggle and struggle alone. Let me help you. Let me guide you. So join us. We have programs that are coming up, that are starting. So join us. So Matthew said, how can someone negotiate a good salary if the company you want to move to is asking for your last salary and you desire much more than where you're coming from? Yeah, like I always say, salary negotiation. I have a whole 1 hour video of salary negotiation on YouTube. So everybody that is interested, go on there and watch it. But before I go, I will quickly discuss that. So when you are negotiating for salary and they ask you, how much are you making right now? You also ask them question and ask them, oh well, how much is your the salary the role? What is the salary range for that role that you are trying to hire me for? Don't give them don't give them the direct answer. Because why? There's upward movement in tech. For example, you might be making 80K right now. You want to make it 100K, but the role they have is making 120. So when you ask them, if you tell them you're making 80K, they're pretty much gonna give you 90K, and whatever is left is for the recruiting company. But if you ask them, okay, what's the salary range? They might say, oh, the salary range is between 100 and 120. I always tell people go for the higher range and say, oh yeah, I want to make 120. They can pay you that. So always go for the higher range. That's the answer for that question, Matthew. So if you need more about salary negotiation, go on my YouTube channel and search for salary negotiation tips. You will see it there. Okay. So maybe bringing me into that, I may be coming with salary negotiation for next week, if that's good. Do you want us to talk about salary negotiation next week? If you want that, let me get a yes. Do you want us to do live one next week? Yes? Yes or no? Salary negotiation next week. Do we want us to do that next week? I'm not getting any yes. Is that a yes or a no? Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you for the vision. Oh, thank you, sir, for the vision of my IT University, futuristic, and thank you, sir, enabling. You're welcome, Ambassador. Thank you, Excellency. Alexis say thank you. You're welcome. So everybody's saying yes. Okay, okay. So don't worry. Tomorrow, next week, I'm gonna come with salary negotiation. So I'll give you all the tips, the tricks, how to get your salary, what different, kind of salary job that you can have, and how you can negotiate for all of them. I'll bring those next week. Okay. So I thank you for listening. I thank you for being here with me. We have spent like 55 minutes. Wow. Such a wonderful day and time to discuss. Schedule a free call with me if you are trying to break into tech. And also make sure you share this with others so that they can learn one or two things from this discussion. Okay? Many people will still break into tech this year. Many people. You might think the year is running out. Yes, sure, it might be running out, but many people will still break into tech. Okay? So make sure you can still start. You can still start. It's never too late to jump into tech. There are tons of money to make in tech. So why not you? Why can't you make money? Why can't you? I mean, nothing should be stopping you. I always tell people, even the sky is your starting point. It's not your limit. There's no limitation. None. Zero. Many people are doing two jobs. And let me shock you. Many people are doing three jobs. Imagine you making 100K and having three jobs. Is that not 300K? 200K? And from making like $10 an hour from McDonald's, you can jump into that. And I'm not making this up. I've trained thousands of engineers into tech. So that's why I'm saying this. So you can also make money. But it takes grace. It takes faith. It takes discipline. It takes perseverance. It takes passion. It takes patience. It takes you putting all your effort into it and go for it. It takes determination. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? So try your best. That math sounds great. Try, yes, it does. Try your best, and the rest is history. Angels do no more. They try their best. You also will try your best, but you will guide you. We will help you. We will help you break into tech. Alexis said, Amen, preach it. Yes, ma'am. I'm preaching it really good. And I hope, like Bible will always say, whoever have the ear, let them hear. Let them listen. Hopefully you've listened to me and you've taken it to heart and you have really determined to make a change as we break into the new year. Break into tech too. So don't let anything stop you. You should be unstoppable. America is the best country in the world. Well, I will say that because I'm here. So it's the best country to achieve your goal. So if you are in this country and you are still complaining, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I could say thank you for believing in us. This motivation is important. I don't know what to tell you if you are in America and you are sitting at home or sitting somewhere and just rambling, complaining. Why? Why will you sit at home and ramble and complaining? When they give you clay, what do you take? You take the clay and make a pot, a clay pot. They give you stone. What do you use the stone to make? You put it together and use it as a stepping stone to move to the next level, right? So whatever raw material you have now, take it and move on. Don't wait. You might be saying, oh, I don't have the money for the courses. Nobody's asking you to pay one time. Our courses are very reasonable. They are not expensive at all. And you can break it down into 4 payments. Start from wherever you are. If you don't spend the money on courses, you will spend it on something that is irrelevant. That is irrelevant. And you look back, you will not have the money. By the time you look at it, you'll be asking yourself, what did I use this money to do? You don't know. You don't. So do whatever is important for you to move, to change your career to the next level. Whatever you are decide to move towards, a step at a time. Rome was never built in a day. Anything that is good and beautiful, it takes time to build that thing. If you see somebody's career that is beautiful and great, you want to be that like that person. Do you know what it takes them to get there? So if you want to be like that person, it takes them time. You want to be like Professor Temi, it's good, but it takes time. They always said something in adage, in Nigerian adage or Yoruba adage or African adage. They said the soup way good na money kill am. That means a good soup needs money. If you want to do well in your career, you want to do well in tech, you're gonna have to invest on yourself so you can be good. See, and be a continuous learner and believe in yourself that you can do it. And that's all. It doesn't take rocket science. You can do it. I want to encourage you. So I thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here today. We have had a wonderful time of 1 hour discussing about our job search strategy, the do's, the don'ts during layoff or unemployment. Last week we discussed about the do's. Today we discussed about the don'ts. So make sure you watch both of them. So you do the right thing and you don't do the wrong things. Next week I'll come to discuss about salary negotiation. So any topic that you want me to discuss, let me know. I will bring it. Even though we may have some of them on at the back, but I'll bring them. We have interview question and answers for cybersecurity, part 1 and 2. We have for Scrum Master 2, interview question and answers. Go on our YouTube and watch them. It's for you. So you can start prepping yourself for those interviews. You can break it into tech, get a big tech job, keep the job, and also grow on the job. I thank you for listening to me. I hope to see you tonight on the clubhouse at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much. Share with others and have a lovely and rest of the day and rest of the week. See you next week on this same platform on your Break Into Tech show. I'm Professor Temi Akinwumi from our IT University. Thank you and God bless you. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Love you all. Bye-bye. Thank you.